Kicking off AI Week, where we'll be taking a deep dive into the impact of artificial intelligence and how it is impacting our day-to-day lives. Now, while many of you are probably excited about the rise of AI and its world-changing possibilities, some of you may also be more and more worried that your jobs will be replaced by AI. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis has a look at how AI is impacting jobs.
When Cassandra Mason discovered the reason she lost her freelance copywriter job of 3 years, it wasn't what she expected.
They, in fact, were just replacing all the writers with ChatGPT because the cost was so much less.
ChatGPT, the artificial intelligence language model from OpenAI that can do everything from write a Shakespearean sonnet to pass the bar exam, has provoked fascination and fears, making AI a worldwide conversation.
I was definitely unpleasantly surprised, but at the same time, it was right at that time when ChatGPT was really just the hot topic.
And the AI arms race is only getting fiercer, with developers building more advanced language models and even models that can create images or video from text. An estimated 2/3 of current jobs are exposed to some degree of AI automation, with industries like healthcare, finance, and e-commerce incorporating AI to increase productivity while saving time and money.
AI is going to unlock tons of industries that we can't even imagine today.
Kanjun Qiu is the CEO of Imbue, a company building new user-friendly AI systems to help workers across industries accomplish real-world goals faster.
I think of AI as uplifting our jobs and our work. It's taking away a lot of the very detailed kind of grunt work and freeing us up so that now we can get that grunt work done really quickly and we can focus at a more strategic level.
A working paper from Harvard Business School found generative AI can improve a worker's performance by as much as 40% compared with workers who don't use it, while LinkedIn data shows AI shifting core job skills up to 65% by 2030. The most in-demand skill of 2024 is communication.
AI will help us be more efficient in our work, but it's not going to replace all of the work. You're still going to need to be able to, sell a product, sell a home, and that is through that personal interaction. And this applies to many different types of jobs. So it's those human skills that are going to be becoming even more important.
It's great advice. So here are some tips to AI-proof your resume and really bring that job you have to the next level. So first of all, remember, AI does make mistakes. It cannot fully replace humans yet. So you want to lean into that emotional intelligence, strong communication, identifying needs before your boss has to ask, be a reliable problem solver who goes above and beyond. That can just distinguish you from the technology. That said, it's also important that you really get to know the technology. There are a number of free apps to walk you through it, or you can just start with the ChatGPT app itself, feed it some prompts to see what it can do. You might even find that it helps make your life simpler. Finally, for job seekers, many companies are using AI to weed out applicants by scanning for keywords on your resume. Now, this doesn't mean just throw a bunch on your own resume. Instead, you can look for hints about which words to include in the job posting description. So, for example, if your resume used to say client-facing, but the job posting says human-centric, change your resume to that. And you can also search Google for the top keywords for your industry where you're applying and pepper those in too. Remember, has to be factual, and don't just throw the words in, make it applicable to what you're applying for so that once you get through that initial phase, then you can talk to a human. Diane?
All right, sounds good. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis, thank you. And for more on AI, let's bring in Kanjun Qiu, co-founder and CEO of AI research lab Imbue. Kanjun, thanks so much for coming on. The use of AI, it's spreading across all sectors of the economy. But what industries and jobs do you think are being affected the most?
Yeah, I honestly can't imagine that many industries that are not affected by AI. I see it with lawyers, bankers, software engineers. Teachers are using AI to come up with lesson plans and design new curricula. Doctors to summarize patient notes. And of course, creatives and artists using it to come up with new ideas for content, overcome writer's block, and actually do a lot of the production work that they were doing before.
A lot of people are worried that AI will just completely replace them at work. But then you have the pro-AI crowd saying tools like ChatGPT are meant to improve work, make people better at their jobs, eliminate the grunt work that you hate doing. What's your take on all of that?
Yeah, I think of it like any technology as a tool for us. Like we should be building it as a tool for us. And we don't want to build AI that happens to us. We want to build AI that happens for us. And so today's AI systems actually can't do that much on their own. It can give me great ideas for vacation, but I really don't trust it to take my credit card and book those flights. And what we have to do is work with them to make that happen. And so the way I think about it is we want to become really expert users of this new tool so that it can empower us. It's kind of like in the early 70s, you know, if I learned to use a computer at that time, then I could have been more empowered than if I was still using a typewriter or a notepad.
Now, we know AI can help us generate images and write essays and, you know, lots of other kind of day-to-day tasks. What else can AI do? What has surprised you the most so far?
That's a great question. It writes software surprisingly well for me. And in particular, I think one thing that's really exciting to me as a user is that I can do much more specialized stuff without having to become a specialist. So I might, maybe there's an area of biology I didn't know about, or my friend who's a doctor said there is some specialist operation that he had to do. And normally he would feel really nervous doing it. And he used AI to really deeply understand that field. And then that allowed him to do the operation more effectively. And so it's kind of this ability to let me, you know, be able to be more of a human and let specialization be kind of lean on the AI to help me with the specialization parts.
So, Kanjun, what scares you most about AI and what excites you most about AI?
The thing that's scariest to me is how quickly the technology is developing in a way where I think one thing that's important to me is that it develops in a way where our society can properly deal with it. And so I want to make sure that that's what's happening. And right now, the pace is just so fast. And what I'm most excited about is that I think this is one of the biggest things that can unlock our potential. If I think of myself as a woman, if I were born in 1900, that would be a really different life for me. But because of the invention of electricity and now the stove and the dishwasher and all of these technologies, I've been freed. And I think that's true of us today, that 100 years from now, it's hard for us to imagine what our lives can be. And my hope is that they can be a lot more fulfilling and allow us to be a lot more human.
All right, Kanjun Qiu, co-founder and CEO of Imbue. Great to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.